What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're going to take on the Super Janemba fight, but today we got a little bit of a fun team we're going to try. So we're going to run SLUG as our leader, because he's obviously leading the new demonic power category. And we've got, you know, some easy A's, and plus we got all these new units that we just got for heroes. So I figure, why don't we try it out and see how well it's going to perform? Because, you know, we got this guy who is a really good like support unit, because when he supers, he gives extreme class allies 30% defense for one turn, and then depending on if you put him in slot 1 or slot 2 or 3, if we put him in slot 1, he gives he gives extreme class allies 60% attack and 24% chance to crit as a second or third attacker in the turn. But then if we leave him in slot 1, he gets a additional 120% attack and defense. So if I'm trying to think of, like, you know, how can we buff up SLUG? I think running this DEMIGRA is going to be it. Plus I'm bringing Fu. We'll bring DEMIGRA on here. We got some support units, you know, with Bojack and Turles. So I figured, you know, maybe we just have a little bit of fun with it. So of course, turn 1 here, we get the entire heroes rotation. But you know what? This might actually be fine, because I do want to see how well can these guys tank here? You know what I mean? Let's just leave you in slot 1. And give you 8 orbs. And then Fu, you only need 1. So let's see how well these guys perform. Okay. Pretty good defensively so far. Yeah, I am going to be curious to see, can we tank a super from Janemba after he gets hit a few times? DEMIGRA might be the one that has to take the hit, but I think I've put like 15 dodge on him, so he might actually dodge the attack. Okay, 15 million attack stat out of him. Yeah, we got to remember, these guys are only on a 170% leader, because unfortunately they are not, they're not getting the extra 200%, sadly. So you might see a lot lower numbers, unfortunately. I don't know, Fu, we might be okay with Fu here. Hey, I mean, they all survived that entire turn. We'll take that. Okay, now we got the domain up with SLUG. So how are we looking over here? Nah, it's not too bad. I'll do this. I'll throw my SLUG off rotation just so we can get him on rotation with DEMIGRA. And then we'll see just how well he performs then. I am curious. I think we can get some pretty good attack stat numbers out of him. You know, putting SLUG in slot 1 and then DEMIGRA in slot 2. You know, giving us that extra 60% support. I guess we'll see. Can we survive this? Oh my god. Dude, I think Bojack is like... I think this Janemba is Bojack's like kryptonite. I think when I even did like the showcase for him, I think I tried to run this stage too, and he was just getting just absolutely destroyed by the supers. So let's see, can we put Bojack in a place where he can hide? Yeah, we can put him in slot 3. Okay. Wow. All we get is big bad bosses right here. Ooh, that's not good. I guess we'll just give you all of this. Give you that and give you that. Yeah, I really do want to see, you know, how well a rotation of Slug and DEMIGRA are actually going to be. The unfortunate part is we kind of have to survive to get there. So let's hope that this Bojack is not going to be another super attack like magnet. It seems like he is. It's crazy how fast Slug builds up too. Like he gets so good so fast. I think we should be okay here. Yeah, I mean, we took some damage, but I mean, we are literally like raising this dude's attack like no tomorrow. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and pop. We'll just pop your active. Good, just a little bit of damage right there. Okay, so we are going to be getting, you know, some pretty good support right here. So we are getting 60% from DEMIGRA. So we're at 10 mil. This is our first super. Into a 14, almost 15 million attack stat. I think the next one could probably jump up to almost 20. Of course, we get a normal. Here's the other thing with DEMIGRA is he really needs to build up from getting hit, which I'm not a huge fan of. Well, of course, mine just goes ahead, does the go ahead and dodge, but but I mean, right there, we did see a pretty good, you know, pretty good attack stats from him. And then Foo's just kind of, you know, doing his own thing. Now this would be a really good rotation. 900. Oh, we're already at 900k defense here. Okay, we'll take that. That's really good. So I'm curious to see what my slug is going to be sitting at. Are we going to tank this? We are. Okay. We are getting support from Turles. We can't forget about that. About 23 mil. I mean, this slug actually, like the slug team with demonic power actually got a massive boost, especially with the heroes units that just came out, which kind of makes sense. Usually like the Dokkan Fest that comes out right before heroes gives a direct buff to the heroes units that are coming out. So it's like, I remember the one year where we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for Giant 8 power, and then we got like all the like Super Saiyan 4s that year. Wow, I think we're actually going to be done here. Yeah, that actually ended up being ending faster than I thought it was going to. Okay. Let me do this. Let me actually swap out Mechicabra and Fu. Let me run 2 other units and let's go into the Gogeta fight. You know, give it a try here. Let's see how they perform here. Let's take you guys off. And we can bring... Let's do this. We can bring... You are right here. And what else do you leave? It's Terrifying Conquerors, Space Traveling Warriors. Well, no, we still need demonic power units on the team. So we need one. You know what? We'll just bring the little support unit. Demonic power support unit is right here. And I think if we run another slug, then we should be okay. Yeah, because that should count as 3 demonic power units. Okay, so we're gonna throw Bojack off of rotation because I know how this Bojack is, and he is literally my super attack eater apparently. So yeah, we'll just let. There we go. Broly should be okay. Plenty of damage reduction, support. I mean, everything right here. We should be all right. Yep. Can't do that in turn 2 or the second time around, but first time around, we definitely can. Now, like I said, I really do want to build up Slug and just see how well he performs. Which next turn might actually be okay, because we have a lot of support next turn. We've actually got a lot of support right here. Plus we got the domain up right now. What links do we get? Just big bad bosses and fierce battle. And you get more this way. Yeah, you know what? Let's throw DEMIGRA off. Give you that, and we'll just give you that. A little bit of a slow build up for Slug here, sadly, but 12 mil. I think in like the last one, I think we had the Slug up to like what, 25 million attack stat or so. Yeah, we should be able to survive this. We got plenty of support here. Ooh. I mean, the damage definitely hurt, but we survived. I guess we'll heal, what? Heal 6% HP every time we super with these guys. Wow. Wow. Even after supering and type advantage, we died? Probably should have put DEMIGRA first to have him, like, give us a little bit more defense. Yeah, you know what? We'll run it one more time. Why not? Okay. I was gonna say, is there any other Rainbow Slug friends? I feel like that's the big issue I always run into, is trying to find Rainbow Slug friends. I think on my friends list I only have like 2. The fall off is real, guys, unfortunately. All right, so we're sitting at 352k right here. Do this, and you don't even really need the orbs because you don't super anyway. Yeah, that's the one thing with Slug, is he just takes a while to kind of build up. Definitely got to get some supers in there to really get him going. I mean, that was a massive jump. We went from 8 mil to like 13 mil. Yeah, we should be okay here. We should do a lot better than the last super we took. No, it was still a lot. Yeah, if we get hit normally here, we're gonna die. Yeah, I was really trying to juice up Slug here with DEMIGRA on the team, but apparently that's just not what the game wants to see. Actually, you know what? How can we do right here? Just pop this for now. I mean, I know we got the domain up and everything, but let's just go ahead and get a little bit more in there. Let's give you that. Do that and give you that. Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty big difference right there. I mean, granted, we got support from both Bojack and DEMIGRA, but look, after 2 supers, we're already at 20 million attack stat with DEMIGRA on the rotation. That 60% attack support he gives is kind of insane. And I do want to see what kind of damage will we take from Gogeta here. Okay, double digit. Okay, so here's a big indicator. How much is this going to do to us? We have what, 60% damage reduction, I think? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So the DEMIGRA can definitely get hurt a little bit still. Let me do this. Let me just hop in one more fight here. We'll just do this one. Trunks and Goten fight. We'll just bring kind of like the exact same team. I guess a 90% we'll have to do. Because I do also want to build up DEMIGRA as well. Kind of the one thing I don't really get a chance to do is I don't really get to build him up too much. So let's just throw my SLUG off rotation here. Let's aim at Goten. We can get rid of all these stupid orbs. I mean, the little like bomb mechanic that they added in is actually pretty good, especially for like some showcases. It is nice to, you know, automatically take damage and then get yourself ready to transform or whatever the case is. But when you're trying to do just like a normal fight, they are very annoying because of how many there are. Plus, there's so many of them attacking and everything too. Like, look how many attacks there were right there in that second slot. All right, let's get rid of Goten. See, this would actually be perfect in a scenario for like DEMIGRA because of how many attacks there are. We could get them built up so quick. Let's just hope it's like that in the next rotation. Okay. Perfect. We might actually have to take some damage from the bombs next turn. Yeah, let's do it like this. Actually, this works out pretty good because we only need 1 orb for each one of these guys, so we don't have to take all those AGL orbs. Okay, so DEMIGRA can get fully built up basically right here because of how many attacks are right there in that first slot. Plus he has 80% damage reduction right here before he attacks. 21 million, huh? And he's still building. Yeah, I mean, I mean, DEMIGRA is actually really good. He is very, very good. But now that he's fully built up, we can actually put him in slot 2 and just run him in slot 2 while we run SLUG in slot 1. What are we missing out on? Big bad bosses, huh? What's demonic ways do for us? 10% attack and defense and 2 key. We should be fine without it. Let's do this. Let's get rid of Android 18. Then we'll aim for Trunks after. But I mean, we got a lot of support for both of the slugs right now. Turles, Turles is supporting. We got the other guys supporting. I can't remember their Meta Matcha and Angel. Of course, we only get one super out of this friend slug. Who should we have next turn? I think we got, yeah, we've got Bojack, and we have Demigra on the next turn for slug. So we got really good support coming up for him too. Plus, I think if one domain ends, I think the next one should pop, which should be, I think, with my slug, if I do recall correctly. Yeah, so that one over, and then yep, and mine pups. It's so good. That is so good, man. All right. He's gonna super in slot 2, huh? How much more do you get? So you get Thirst for Conquest in the middle, huh? What does that give you? 15% attack and defense? I mean, that's quite a bit. But you'd be missing out on 60% attack support right there. So we'll just leave it like this for now. Yeah, so we're getting really good support from Demigra and from Bojack. So 15.6 mil. All right, give me another super. See those numbers jump. 20.5, almost a, it was like a, well, almost a 5 million jump. No, it was about a 4 million something jump. Of course you get a normal. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean, that extra 120% attack and defense that Demigra gets in slot 1 is actually pretty insane. All right, how much is this going to do to us? Still took a little bit of damage. Granted, we didn't really have all his links active or anything like that. Okay, let's get through this. Okay, so let's just get rid of Krillin. Go ahead and transform you. That way you can do your massive amounts of copious damage. So what are we at? 928k, huh? Yeah, we'll just do it like this. 928 defense for a slug. I gotta say, it would be nice if Demigra was actually... If Demigra was getting just a little bit more, I would say. I think his biggest thing is his 200% leaders. Other than the heroes units, it's just like physical Trunks, the physical Carnival Trunks, Tech LR Zamasu, and Int Fat Boo. So there's like That's it. Other than that, you got the heroes units. You got the blue Goku, Vegito, Rose, the Limit Breaker, Super Saiyan 4s, and Hearts. If only he was on this demonic power, 200% leader. Actually, these guys might be dead. There's just too much support going on right now. Well, at least we'll get an attack out with SLUG. Yeah, I mean, this fight's over, but yeah, getting them on rotation is definitely big. Like this team is like just flying through this. The unfortunate part is like against Gogeta, we probably have to change the team up a little bit. Because most of those guys can't eat a super at all. Like if you get supered by him, it's pretty much over. So I kind of wanted to, you know, beat Gogeta, but I mean, it's fine regardless. You know, SLUG actually performed pretty well. Having this DEMIGRA on the team does help. Though I guess in some cases, him being on there, you know, if he gets supered by a boss that hits hard, you know, no matter what he does, it's still the damage reduction just didn't help him because his defense itself is just not very high. Because when he supers, he doesn't give himself the 30% defense. It's only for allies, or extreme class allies, I should say. So it's a little unfortunate, but I mean, it would have been interesting to see, you know, because we could have got what, 80% damage reduction. Yeah, we could have got 80% damage reduction before he attacked. Yeah, because he gets 40% normal damage reduction, an additional 20% when there's another crossover or demonic power category ally attack in the same turn, and then he gets an additional damage reduction of 20% before he attacks, if all allies in the same turn are extreme class. So he could have had 80% damage reduction, which I think at that point he probably could have lived a Gogeta super, but Gogeta would have had to super first in order for that to happen. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. I did just want to kind of do a fun little video of just running the two of them together. So that's kind of what we did. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was just something a little different to do, just to kind of try it out, especially with the new hero units on here. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Brother Russia, the whale of whales. Rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.